trip. That was my chiefer. For just 1 second. Try. It's week 17. And to all the league, I just want to say great year. It's been great, commissioning. Year 5, man. We're at half a decade that the Penis in My Ballsack League, otherwise known as Anime Lovers, previously, I should say, known as, has been around. So I just want to say congratulations. Give it up. New members, old members, OGs. I just thank you for being part of this. It's been a pleasure commissioning, producing videos weekly without fail, consistently, week in and week out. You're welcome. It's a thankless job. Cheating and, giving myself all the best waiver options, but it's okay. Congratulations. I remember all of us were talking about, I feel like it was just yesterday, we were out here saying, this is my year. I drafted so good. Oh my God. Let's fucking go. I got Nick Chubb in the first. Stephon Diggs in the first. Devontae in the second. Steal alert. Now look where we are. It's devastating where we are, actually. For most of us. For 2 of you, congratulations to Zach and Dom. You guys are our conference champions, I guess we should say. Guaranteed 250. But no one wants that 250. I mean, that 250 is for pussies. You're lucky you're getting a dime, but you are. You are getting a dime. That's a pretty penny, too, That $100 was so long ago, you're essentially just getting 250 profit right now, because that's gone. Zach. Start with Zach first. One word to describe Zach's season this year. It's got to be grit. I mean, this guy, man, he loses Dobbins almost immediately. He loses somebody else. I don't even know. But he loses Dobbins. Jamar's been out. This guy has fucking crawled into the postseason, knocked off the highest seed last week and another team in the first week. I mean, just unbelievable work. Unbelievable work by this dude, Zach. Nothing but round of applause for him. We love a 6-seed story. We have 2 6-seeds winners so far in 4 years. Absolutely incredible. Let's go to last week's matchup for Zach. He faces the 11-3 powerhouse 1 seed. And let's see what happened. Abe was a 111 to 101 favorite. And man, it was a doozy. Guess what Abe put up? 111. Great week. I mean, 111 is good. Who doesn't want 111? But the return of Dawson Knox, man, it bites. It bites 1.2 points hard. It does. Indianapolis defense gets Atlanta. Donut. Not gonna help. That's still 111. MVP of this guy's season. Jalen Hurts? Nope. Tyreek Hill? Young Ho Koo. This motherfucker. No one will do me wrong but Young Ho Koo. That's what this guy should be saying before he goes to sleep. 19.5 points. You can't ask for a better thing. But no one expected this absolute monster of a game that Amari Cooper just... This is a career game for no reason. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. He was projected 11. He scored 48 points. 2 touchdowns on 265. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unfortunate for Abe. If he dropped 20 points, Abe would have won. But unbelievable. I mean, not 20. Yeah, 20. 20 points. Abe would have won this matchup. 20 points is a great game. But no. 48. 48. Why not? Zach just crawling. Kyron Williams helping him out. He gets to the championship. Salute to him. All the underdogs in this league are rooting for him. But, man, there's just one single thing standing in his way. It's not Eddie Cox wings and ribs. It's not. It's not. That's like saying Kansas City. It's like, no, you're not scared of Kansas City. You're scared of Patrick Mahomes. And Zach is not scared of Dom. Lamar Jackson. Oh. Nico Collins. Oh. Michael Pittman. Who the fuck is that? Joe Mixon. That guy's like 35. George Kittle. He's like 39. But this guy, man. This guy, Christian McCaffrey. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, just absolute unbelievable. young man. This man is just the clear MVP of this league. Not of this fantasy league, of this National Football League. This guy is retarded at football. I've never seen a guy faster, quicker, more elusive, and just bigger and stronger than you all at once. And he's white. He is white as fucking white chocolate could possibly be. Grab an egg out of your fridge. That is Christian McCaffrey. This guy is fucking insane. And, well, if CMC wasn't in the championship, there was a glitch in the Matrix. Dominic DiPietro, second seed in the league. This might be the first time he's making the playoffs, damn it. And he has just crawled, no, complete opposite. Bulldozed his way through the season because of this freak of nature. Great draft pick. I would have picked him first, too. Probably would have torn his ACL on my team, but great pick. I mean, come on. It's CMC. This guy's been on a tear. Let's go to last week's matchup for Dom. What happened? How is he here? Well, nothing but dramatic. As we have another person other than Dom who has been dying for a fantasy championship. And, man, Tito gets his way into the playoffs. Up and down year, roller coaster year. But this team on paper looked crazy. Patrick Mahomes, Cooper Kupp, Jay Jettas, Breece Hall, A-Chain, Sam Laporta, T. Higgins. Crazy. And he puts up 125, 95% favorite, give or take. And, man, this fucking Baltimore-San Francisco way could have not gone better for Dom. They were just going. CMC Kittle. And then Lamar was like, let me run 40 yards, and then 3 and out, 40-yard field goal. It was unbelievable. Absolute comeback there. 135 from Dom. Over 30 is projected. And Dom, for the first time ever, I can say this confidently, is in the championship game. Congratulations to him. He's been what you call a no-hate, a garbage bin of a franchise in this league. And it's like the Bengals going to the Super Bowl that one year. He found his Joe Burrow in Christian McCaffrey. And congrats to him, Great managing this year. He stepped it up because I don't know what you were doing. I don't before. I'm just kidding. Let's get to the championship game. What we're all waiting for here. Even though just 2 of you are watching this video, I will bring you the championship game now. Now, I'm a little behind. I am. I hate to admit it. I didn't even know there was Thursday Night Football this week. I, for some reason, thought that Thursday Night Football was over. What are you going to do? Amari Cooper's out. He just dropped 48 points. How was he hurt? Fuck. That's the only thing that Zach won with last week. What is he going to do? Whatever. We'll throw in Elijah Moore. He's wide receiver 1. 14 points. He has not gone over 12 once this season. Decides to get 14 points and then gets a concussion. I mean, who cares? He could have fucking got 1 catch for 80 yards and fucking tore his ACL, and I've been like, career day, Elijah Moore. Thank you. David Njoku, since getting burned in that fire, has been ridiculous. I mean, it's been absolutely insane. 16 points from him. He had 134 yards, and he would have had 18 points if he didn't fumble. Crazy. He's been on 6 catches. He's a tight end. Dude's a tight end. 134 yards on 6 catches in a 37-20 dub over the New York Jets. Jets suck. Now, it's 49-51 in Dom's favor right now. Let's look at Dom's matchups first. We got Lamar Jackson against Miami. Miami is a well-coached team, as we've seen, and I think there'll be a lot of heart in this game. Lamar Jackson, I think all they're going to try to do is make sure this fucking guy doesn't run wild all over this fucking defense, because Lamar Jackson is ridiculous. We saw it last week. He tore apart the best defense in the league. So he could probably do it against not the best defense in the league. I think he scores like 22. Nico Collins, I don't know. He's coming off an injury. I think C.J. Stroud might be playing. He's playing Tennessee, which is a good matchup. They kind of blow. I think he'll have a decent game as well. Michael Pittman, he's questionable. We don't really know. We think he's going to play. Vegas, good matchup for him. Christian McCaffrey, he could be playing literally like the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Baltimore Ravens, and I'd be like, he's having a great game. He plays Washington, though, so he probably will have a monster game. Like 35 points is what I'm projecting. I'm projecting over 100, obviously, probably in the first half, and 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon against Kansas City. I think this is Dom's worst matchup this week. I think Joe Mixon is going to have a garbage poo-poo game if he doesn't score like a 2-yard touchdown. Dom, you're looking for Cincinnati gets stopped at the 2, which I don't even know if their offense can move the ball that much. I mean, they have been, so they probably will. I just keep shitting on Jake Browning. My apologies. I think he's going to have a shitty game. I think if he has more than 10 points, it's going to be a 12 carries for 35 yards and 1 touchdown kind of game. I think Kansas City's going to lock it in. I think they're too good of a team, too well coached of an organization to just drop another game. I think they're going to come out and blow out Cincinnati. George Kittle against Washington, obviously good matchup as well, but he's kind of weird. They love George Kittle and then they hate him. And Calvin Ridley against Carolina, but no Trevor Lawrence. Not great for Dom. Justin Tucker against Miami as well, and San Francisco against Washington. It literally, again, relies on Baltimore and the Niners. Decent matchups for Dom, way better than last week. He's projected 14 more than last week. Matthew Stafford for Zach against the Giants. Great matchup. Matthew Stafford has been on a fucking tear for no reason. The Rams are probably going to the postseason over this team, sadly. Just tearing through. And man, will he tear through whatever fucking quarterback the Giants start. They're going to be on the field for 5 minutes the entire game. That team blows. They blow. And the Rams have a good rush defense. And that's all the Giants can do. Jamar Chase against Kansas City. If he plays. If he doesn't, he's got Tyler Boyd waiting. He's just waiting to get his fucking start. I think he'll have not a good game. I don't. I mean, same logic as Joe Mixon. I think he'll have a bad game. I think every Bengals player is going to have a horrid game this week. Elijah Moore, we talked on that. Kyron Williams against New York Giants. This is going to be the make or break for Zach's season. I mean, if he somehow manages to outscore Christian McCaffrey, this guy's got a real chance at taking home the Lombordy trophy. Because, this Giants defense sucks. I think that they'll be running the ball down because they'll have a lead the whole game. I think he could easily score 25, 30 points this game. I think Zach needs this. So, expecting a big game from him. I'm expecting at least 28 points. That's my prediction. Jonathan Taylor against Vegas. My boy, my dog, my day one. I think he'll have a great game. I do. Indianapolis beats bad teams. They do. And I think it's for a playoff spot on the line. They could be in the lead in their division after this week. They're going to be raping Vegas, or at least trying their hardest to. This is not a good Vegas team. They just beat the Chiefs because the Chiefs self-imploded more than I've ever seen in my life. I think Jonathan Taylor has 20 points. I think it comes down to these Zachary Mattingly running backs on if he even has a chance of sniffing this trophy. And, man, he's going with the absolute homer pick in Khalil Herbert. He is projecting the most points. I respect it, I guess. 8 points. I have no idea. I think Khalil Herbert blows at football. He had a great week last week against the worst rush defense in the league. And Atlanta is a better defense. So I don't know. Could go either way. Jake Moody against Washington. Zach's hoping for stops. They need to get into that red zone and just get fucking shut down. Give me a Brock Purdy sack in the red zone for Zach is what he's thinking. And then the absolute homer of homer picks. Indianapolis for Abe last week's. 0 points against Atlanta's defense. Not a single point. And he is starting another defense against them. It's the Chicago Bears. He is riding or dying with this team. They've let him down for 20 years of his life. Will they let him down another day? Probably. And that's the matchup. I picked Dom to win it. I think Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey will carry this team to a championship. I think Dom's drought of being garbage can in this league is over. From, second fiddle of the cage to the champion. I'm seeing the script. I just think it's too much to overcome. Zach had got a must Thursday Night Football, but this guy McCaffrey's going to have 40 points. Good luck to both of you. This was a longer edition. From your two-time champ. From your favorite commissioner. You're welcome for another great season. You're welcome for playing that stupid fucking NASCAR race and giving you Christian McCaffrey. Because I picked Nick Chubb. And he blew his leg open on national television.